What I got, you can't buy. It resides between my eyes. Walked through the fire, came out better on the other side. See, life's like a beach if you find the sand. And right now, I feel like 100 grand.
You are listening to Inspired Insider with your host, Dr. Jeremy Wise.
Dr. Jeremy Weiss, founder of InspiredInsider.com, where I talk with inspirational entrepreneurs and leaders like the founders of P90X, Atari, Einstein Bagels, and many more, and how they overcome big challenges in life and business. Like the founder of Noah Alper of Einstein Bagels, he talked about several previous businesses that were not successful and how he finally hit on Einstein Bagels to grow it. Our sponsor today is Rise25.com, where entrepreneurs of 6, 7, and 8-figure businesses come together live and in person every few months to solve their biggest business challenges and leave with lifelong friendships. Check out Rise25.com, run by myself and co-founder John Corcoran. It's application only. Today, I'm very excited. We have Jake Kloberdanz, co-founder and CEO of viaONEHOPE. It's a brand with a mission to serve the world, and they back it up, and I'll tell you what they do. The company started with an award-winning wine brand, OneHopeWine.com, and has since expanded into gourmet coffee and other gifts. They've gone from zero to selling over 750,000 bottles a year since its inception. That's amazing, Jake. On the serving the world side of things, viaONEHOPE has donated more than $2 million to date, helping to provide over 1.1 million meals to people in need, plant 56,000 trees, and much more. And as a side note, Jake was a 2-time national champion in rugby at University of California, Berkeley, so don't mess. Thanks, Jake, for joining me.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it, bud.
Jake, there's so much to cover, from the challenges, the milestones, to distribution, to how you sold initially. But since we have limited time, I'm going to fast forward to today and what's working really well. And for you is the viaONEHOPE. So I'd love for you to talk about that program and what's going on with that.
Yeah, definitely. I'm really excited about viaONEHOPE. You probably, if you checked into it, you kind of understand the model is really not so different than what you've seen with Mary Kay or Tupperware or Stella and Dot, these party planning models. We refer to it as merit-based marketing. So people who join this organization, they really make money and can make an impact based on a meritocracy, which I think was one of my most important learnings about the way that Cal Rugby ran and why we were a championship organization, is it ran off a meritocracy. When I was a senior, I had freshmen nipping at my heels, and some of them were better athletes than me, and they saw playing time, and they beat me out if they were better than me on a given week. And at the time, that's hard to swallow, when you're a senior and you've been paying your dues for a long time. Right. You start to realize that championship organizations, loyalty is important and it's celebrated, but meritocracy is even more important for keeping an organization present and around and giving it edge. Right. And so we've pulled a lot of that thinking into viaONEHOPE, and the idea is to become a cause entrepreneur via viaONEHOPE. So viaONEHOPE is our platform for empowering other people to go out and serve and celebrate, which is the mission of our brand. Yeah. To empower people to serve and celebrate.
Do you have a favorite story of someone who's used this in a certain way?
Yeah, actually there's so many stories, and picking an individual one out is kind of hard. There's there's a woman with us who has 2 children who are autistic, and she not only makes an income via viaONEHOPE, but she also makes an impact by funding ABA therapy for children with autism. And wow. We hear share her story and how viaONEHOPE is such a part of her identity on a professional side, but also in the community. You can't help but get teary-eyed. We have a woman who is in the Navy with us, and she does events at her base, and she raises money for lots of different causes. But 4 of our different products go towards Team Rubicon, where we reunite veterans with a sense of purpose. by sending them out into natural disaster areas with Rubicon. Amazing organization. And when you have that direct of a connection of this cause entrepreneur who's actually serving in the military, and she's empowering this organization by selling those products, it's amazing. And the model is such that because we're not selling through retail or a restaurant, we're able to give the cause entrepreneurs commission for marketing the brand out there, but we're also able to give the person who hosts the event an additional 15% of the sales of our most popular items, a 6-pack, a 12-pack of wine, an extra 15% towards their local cause of choice. So you've got people all over the nation raising money for their breast cancer walk or their kids' school, and they post these stories up about how they raise money that is doing this for the school, or is going to allow me to raise this much money for my breast cancer walk. And earlier this year, my grandma passed away from it, or my aunt got it. Like, all of these are touching, and we're realizing that it's not just us inspiring this community, it's this community inspiring us. And they're cause entrepreneurs just like us, and they're using a lot of what we've built and the infrastructure we've built over the years to launch their business. But it's amazing to hear their stories and their personal journeys. And it reminds us of ours like 9 years ago when we were just getting off the ground.
Jake, I want to be the first one to thank you. I know this is holiday season right now, and so I promise you I would not make this go too long, even though I'm tempted to make this go another 2 hours. So where can we point people towards to check out? I know onehopewine.com. Where else should they check out on the web if they want to, check out your products, or maybe check out Via One Hope?
Yeah, so viaONEHOPE.com if they're interested in Via One Hope. That's where you can become a cause entrepreneur with us and get a wine education, be part of a fun community, make an income while making an impact via One Hope. OneHopeWine.com, we set up a landing page actually for you guys specifically, and for all the people who follow everything that you're doing. So OneHopeWine.com/inspired goes to a page that'll get them a little bit of a special on holiday gifts if they want to buy them. We have
That's great.
50 unique different gifts. And then, you'll find us at nationally at Whole Foods. We're launching a big promotion with them at the beginning of the year this year towards ending world poverty and funding microloans with them in developing nations for entrepreneurs that are getting started. And a bunch of other places. We're in 8,000 restaurants and hotels and retailers across the nation. But Via One Hope and OneHopeWine.com/inspired will make it easy. And I'm definitely going to have to come back and join you. I did note that if you have Bill Belichick on, Michelle Obama, Phil Knight, then you have to bring me back on.
And was there another one besides Phil Knight?
The one that if I could bring somebody back, it'd be Norman Borlaug. He taught the world to feed itself, and I think that most people don't know his story. But unfortunately, he's not with us anymore, other than the legacy of his work. So if I got to go back in time and interview anybody, Norman Borlaug would probably be it. But I think right now my list of 3 is Bill Belichick, Michelle Obama, and Phil Knight.
All right.
So if you could hook that up, I mean, those are some pretty easy asks, don't you think?
Yeah. Well, I'll keep you posted with that. all big feats in itself. But Jake, thank you so much. I appreciate your time, especially around this busy time for you. Everyone should check out OneHopeWine.com or Via One Hope, which is VIA OneHope.com. And if you want to put /inspired in front of OneHopeWine.com, you will get a discount. So
can I throw in one more thing before you close it out?
Yeah, you could throw in as many things as you want. Yeah.
Thank you for having me on behalf of myself and our team. Every time we get to do something like this and spread the word about our mission to serve and celebrate, not only serve top quality wines, gourmet coffee, our gifts, but also serve the community and the country while doing it, and gathering people around celebration, whether they're celebrating themselves at the end of a hard day at work, or they're celebrating around a wedding, or like some big milestone in their life. The people who give us a voice and to share us with their community, no matter how big or small, are the reason why, a fairly grassroots organization that started with $10,000 in the bank and 168 cases in a U-Haul truck loaded into a public storage unit become big successes and make it to where we are. And they're also the reason why we're going to go from where we are to where we're going.
Right.
And so I really do appreciate it. And I think you're a really good interviewer. You let me go and rant back and forth there. And it's fun. It's fun to get to share our vision and our story with you. I appreciate everything.
Yeah. Thank you, Jake, and happy holiday. And I really appreciate it.
Thank you, buddy. Talk to you soon, Jeremy.
What I got, you can't buy. It resides between my eyes. Walked through the fire, came out better on the other side. See, life's like a beach if you find the sailing right now. I'm feeling like 100